Today, everything we need to survive, food, shelter, security, is available with a few taps on a screen. But strip away all that modern infrastructure, rewind thousands of years, and you find a reality with zero grain silos, zero grocery stores, and zero permanent homes. For our ancestors, the arrival of the morning sun signaled the immediate start of a daily, high-stakes hunt for calories. The singular objective was staying alive until dusk. It is easy to picture these early humans as unthinking brutes, swinging clubs at whatever moved. But that caricature completely misunderstands how they survived. This era served as an intellectual gauntlet. The strategies devised to outmaneuver a hostile environment initiated a cognitive shift that still influences how we think and interact today. To early humans, the forest was not a chaotic, random wilderness. It was a highly structured biological system, and they learned to read its code. They mapped the shifting seasonal cycles, memorized exactly when specific fruits would turn sweet, and tracked the precise locations and times local animals would visit watering holes. Acting on this data required a strict division of labor. Groups of men formed specialized hunting parties to track wild game, while women and children organized gathering bands to forage for roots, seeds, and plants. This deep systemic understanding of their habitat is what anthropologists call ecological intelligence. They operated entirely within the limits of nature. They lived symbiotically alongside their environment, extracting exactly what they needed to survive rather than aggressively depleting it. Stripped of sharp claws or thick hides, human survival relied entirely on this complex environmental data processing and rapid adaptation rather than brute physical strength. Eventually, that capacity for observation evolved into physical engineering. Early humans stopped merely looking for resources and started shaping them. By carefully striking rocks against each other, they manufactured sharp, specialized instruments. These hand axes and scrapers allowed them to cut hides and process materials that human teeth and nails never could. Then came a critical transition in human history: the intentional control of fire. It provided immediate protection from nocturnal predators, but its most significant impact happened internally. This visualization compares early energy yields. Cooking meat over a fire broke down complex proteins before digestion, resulting in an exponential increase in accessible calories. With digestion requiring less effort, the body generated a massive energy surplus. That surplus was rerouted upward, fueling an escalating curve of brain mass over generations. A denser neurological network meant humans could do more than react to immediate threats. They developed the capacity for memory, complex emotion, and higher-level abstract thought. We see this psychological depth recorded on cave walls. Detailed renderings of horned animals prove a deep, observant connection to the world they inhabited. The combination of stone engineering and fire management fueled the biological changes that made a complex, symbolic culture possible. Despite these advancements, a single geographical area could only support a foraging group for so long. When local resources dried up, the tribe had to pack up and move, forcing them into a high-risk nomadic lifestyle. Migrating through unfamiliar, predator-dense territories without permanent shelter carried extreme risks. A single injury or a bad storm could wipe out an entire family. To mitigate these dangers, early humans functioned without private property. Whatever food or materials one person gathered belonged to the collective group. Isolated individuals could not survive this terrain. Success depended on a strategy of shared resources and collective movement, prioritizing the needs of the group over any single member. This nomadic, cooperative lifestyle endured as the standard for the vast majority of human history. Every biological advantage we rely on today, our large brains, our social instincts, our extreme adaptability, is a direct product of that specific era. The lasting legacy of our ancestors is the ingrained instinct to face existential threats, not as individuals, but as a unified group. Which leaves us with a major historical puzzle. If nomadic cooperation was such a successful system, what forced humanity to suddenly abandon it and settle in one place?